Good morning, friends. Today we're going to talk about things that go around. But first, we're going to do our exercise to wake up our brain. So stand up. Find an area where you can put your arms out without hitting anybody or anything. You don't want to hit the walls or the couches or anything at home. So make sure you have plenty of room. Put your arms out, and we're going to count to 20. Remember, you've got to crisscross your body, so your right hand's going to touch your left knee, and your left hand's going to touch your right knee. Okay? All right, let's get started. Put your hands out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job, friends. Now you can go ahead and have a seat. We're going to get started. We're going to read a couple of books, talk about things that can go around. When I say things that can go around, what kind of things do you think of? What goes around? A merry-go-round at the park can go around. You can run around. You can go around there. You can go around a chair if you're playing musical chairs. You can go around a building if you're walking around outside. The planets. Did you know the planets go around? They go around in a circle around the sun. So there's lots of different things that can go around. We're only going to talk about a couple of different things today that can go around, but there are many, many things that can. So first, we're going to read about the solar system. The solar system goes around, and this is by Carmen Bredesen. Did you know that our big, bright sun has a family? The sun's family is called the solar system. There's the sun there in the middle. Planets and their moons travel around the sun. So do asteroids and meteoroids and comets. They are all part of our solar system. The sun is here in the middle, and they're all going around. They're going in a circle around the sun. Asteroids and meteoroids are space rocks. Some asteroids are as big as a mountain. Meteoroids are smaller than asteroids. They can be as small as a grain of sand. Have you ever put sand in your hand? Just one little itty bitty piece of sand. That's how big these things could be. A comet is like a big snowball with a rock in the middle. Comets start to melt when they get close to the sun. A melting comet has a large tail like this. Have you ever seen a comet go through the sky? Planets are an important part of our solar system. 9 planets go around the sun. There's all of our different planets. They're all different colors and sizes. Some are bigger, some are smaller. One has rings right here that you can clearly see. The 4 planets closest to the sun are called rocky planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are made of rock. Friends, do you know which one of those is Earth? The one that we live on? This one here. That's the one we live on. That's Earth. Mars is the red planet. Iron in the soil gives Mars a red color. Many space probes have visited Mars. The next 4 planets are called gas giants. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are made of gas. You could not stand on them. It would be like trying to stand on a cloud. Saturn has beautiful rings around it. The rings are made of pieces of ice. Some of the pieces are as big as a house. There could be pieces of ice as big as a house to make up the rings for Saturn. That's pretty impressive. The farthest known planet in the solar system is Pluto. It's smaller than Earth's moon. It is solid like the rocky planets. There are many moons in the solar system. Most of the planets have at least one moon. Only Mercury and Venus have no moons at all. Earth has one moon. Jupiter has 39 moons. Look at that. 39 moons for Jupiter. On Earth, we have air to breathe and water to drink. Crops grow in the warm sunshine. Earth is just right for living things. The night sky is full of lights. Most of the lights are stars like our sun. Some of those stars have planets. Could there be another planet like Earth out there? So far, the answer is no, but who knows? That's the end of that story. Okay, friends, so we talked about the planets that spin around and around and around. So now we're going to do a little bit of counting using the solar system to be our guides. So I'm going to hold up a card like this, and we're going to count how many are on there, and then I will put a paper clip on the right answer. So is the right answer going to be 5 or 6 or 7? Okay, we'll do this one together as an example here. I'm going to get my marker out because I like to mark off the ones I already counted so that I don't count more than one time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 on this first paper. Which one is the number 6? Is it the first one, the second one, or the last one? Which one is the number 6? Good job, friends. There are 6 planets or moons on this card. Awesome job, friends. How many are on this one? All right, let's see if you got it right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 planets on this one. Which one of these numbers is the number 4? Is it this one, this one, or this one? Which one is the number 4? Good job, friends. It's the one in the middle. The middle one is the number 4. 4 planets on that card. How many planets? This one is Earth. How many planets are on this one? Okay, let's see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 planets on Earth? Which one of these three numbers is the number 5? It's the middle one again. Good job, friends. There's 5 Earths. Ooh, we're starting to get a little bit more. How many are on this card? Okay, let's see if you're right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 planets on this card. Which one of these 3 numbers is the number 7? Is it the 8, the 6, the 7? It's the first one. How many suns are on this one? Let's see if you're right. There are 1 and 2. There are 2 suns. Which one of these numbers is the number 2? It's this one, all the way over here. That is the number 2, the very last one. Ooh, here's one with quite a few. How many are on this card? All right, let's see if you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8. Did you say 8? All right, so which one of these numbers is the number 8? Is it the first one, the middle one, or the last one? It's the last one. Good job, guys. And we've got one more counting one. How many are on this one? All right, let's see if you got it right. There's 1, 2, and 3. 3 planets on this card. Which one of these numbers is the number 3? Is it the first one, the middle one, or the last one? It's the one in the middle. Good job, friends. You did such a good job counting all of our cards there. Now we're going to do something a little bit different with our planets. And I'm going to hold up a card and we're going to see if we can figure out which one is different. And this just uses our eyes and tries to see if we can tell what things are different from all of the others in a group. So when I hold up a picture like this, which one of these is different from all of the other ones? Which one is different? All right, is it this one? No. Is it this one? Nope, still looks the same. What about this one? No, that one still looks the same. What about this one here? You're right, this one's different. It's got little lines that go this way. The moons have dots all over. They're gray with dots. This one has lots of stripes. So this one here is different than all of the others. Different is a big word, but it just means that it does not look the same as all of the other things. Which one is different on this card? Is it this one? Or this one? This one? Is it the sun here? right, the sun is different. These ones are all round with stripes. This one is round on the inside, but then it's got pointies on the outside of it. And it's all one color on the inside. All right, friends, which one is different than the other ones? Different. Is it this one? You're right, it is that one. This one is blue with stripes, whereas Earth is blue with some green patches on there for our land, and the blue is all of the water. But we don't have any stripes on the Earth one. So this one is different. We have one more. Let's see if you can tell me which one is different. Which one of these is different from all of the others? Is it this one? Is it this one? Or this one? Oh, this one? Okay. It's this one. You're right. These ones are all red, kind of like the red planet, Mars. This one is blue. It's a whole different color. So that one was a little bit easier to tell if it's different. Sometimes the pictures will be kind of close and you really have to look to see which one is really different from all of the others. So sometimes they can get pretty tricky. But different is seeing which one is not the same as all of the other ones. Now, we have one more planet game we're going to play before we read our next story. So we're going to play this one. And this one is a pattern. Have any of you guys ever made patterns at home or with your friends or maybe here in the library? Have you ever made a pattern? Okay. A pattern is where you try to figure out which one comes next. So you have things that go the same order. Okay. This first one is a moon and then Earth and then a moon and then Earth. So our job is to find out which one would come next. If it's repeating means it's going to do the same things over and over and over again. If it's repeating, it's going to go moon, Earth, moon, Earth. Which one would come next? Now I have a sun, I have a moon, and I have a Saturn. Which one would go next in the first patterns? Moon, Earth, moon, Earth. Which one would go here? It would be the moon. A pattern means it keeps going over and over again. So it would, if we kept going, it would be Earth again, right? Moon, Earth, moon, Earth. So now we're going to move on to the second one, this one here. We have sun. I can't tell. Is that Mars maybe? The sun, Mars will say, the sun and Mars. So which one would come next? Would it be a sun? Would it be Saturn? Or would it be a moon? Sun, Mars, sun, Mars, sun. Sun comes next. It's going to keep repeating over and over. That's a pattern. One more. Okay. So now we have Saturn, maybe Neptune it looks like to me. Saturn and Neptune, Saturn and Neptune. Which one would come next? Would it be the sun? Would it be the moon? Or would it be Saturn? Which one is going to finish the pattern? Saturn, Neptune, Saturn, Neptune, Saturn. Oops, I held it up sideways. There you go, Saturn. So now your pattern is complete. Patterns can be fun. You can have them like these ones. There's only two. They have moon and earth. You can make a pattern where you have three. So you could have moon, earth, sun, moon, earth, sun. You can have four. You can do the whole rainbow and then do the whole rainbow again, and that's another pattern. So patterns can be really fun and interesting to investigate and learn about. So if you're at home and you want to try something new, you can try learning a little bit about patterns and putting some together and see how many you like to put in your own patterns, because you can make all sorts of different kinds of patterns. Okay, friends, we have another story for you guys. We talked about planets. They can go around and around, but now we're going to mix it up a little bit because Miss Candice likes to keep things crazy and keep you guessing so you never know what's coming next, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about kindness. You can throw kindness around. And you're like, Miss Candice, you can't throw that around. But you can. If I am nice to my friend or my daughter Elizabeth, maybe she'll be nice to someone else. If I'm nice and I help her up because she fell down, and I help her up, maybe she'll help up Kristen if she falls down. And then Kristen might help Gabriel. And it goes around and around and around. Okay? It's really nice, and it makes you feel better when you're helping other people and you're showing kindness to other people too. So we can spread kindness around. Okay? I'm mixing you up a little bit, but kindness does go around. So we're going to talk a little bit about kindness today also. So we talked about planets, now we're going to talk about kindness. We're going to talk about that with this book, and it's called Try a Little Kindness by Henry Cole. Look at this bear. Already, he is being kind. He's giving his umbrella, he's holding it up for his friend right here. So he is sharing his umbrella, and he's holding it above his friend so his friend doesn't get all wet. Try a little kindness. I'm sorry. Oh, no hard feelings. They're hugging. A smile to greet the morning, a hug to greet each day. A thank you and a yes please are things that you should say. Our animal friends will show you exactly how it's done. Make it a daily habit. Kindness can be fun. Wake up with a smile. Rise and shine, it's breakfast time. Be the last in line. Ooh, when you let others go first, you're being kind. Invite someone over to play with you. Red Rover, Red Rover, Red Rover, please don't call the chicken over. The moose is playing go fish with a friend. Ooh, the wolf has the pig over for dinner. Ooh, when you share your toy, you're being kind. You'll feel so special inside. Try some kindness every day. A smile, a joke, or something else. Come on, don't you want to play? They're using an acorn as their ball to play the table tennis. I didn't notice that when I looked through this yesterday. Tell someone they're special. It's what's inside that counts, the peacock is saying. He is telling this lady here, you are special. And we are all special. Every single one of us is special. Be a great ally. Boost people up. Tell them they're doing great. All this work is making me hungry. Write a poem for somebody and then give it to them. That's another way to be kind. Praise someone's work. Tell them it's remarkable or catchy or shapely. Hold the door open for a friend. Thank you. After moo. Instead of saying after you, he said after moo. Give someone your seat. Pick up trash. Visit someone who is lonely. Would you like some company? I know you think we did it, but our job is not quite done. We need to keep on going. Being kind is so much fun. Help somebody without being asked. May I help you carry those? Do you need some help putting your tail back on? Uh-oh, you need to unwind. He's all twisted up right here. You can read to your friends and write thank you notes. Do something unexpected. The turtle is sharing his shell with the rabbit. He said, now that's a good fit. Take a selfie with friends. This octopus can take lots of selfies. Look, he's got 4, 5. Well, he's got a phone in every hand. I just couldn't see him. He's got one all over. Well, he doesn't have hands. I guess I said that wrong. But he's got one in each of his little arms there. When evening has come and it's time to go to bed, you brush your teeth and wash your feet and make sure your fish is fed. Think of new good deeds to do and some nice things to say. Then you'll know why kindness counts and look forward to each day. And that's the end of that story, friends. So you can spread kindness around by doing different things. It can be as easy as if a friend falls down, you help them get up. It can be as easy as going outside and picking up trash that you see outside. Unfortunately, if you go to the park or outside, sometimes you'll see some trash on the ground that maybe flew out of somebody's car or flew out of the trash cans. And it's just nice and kind to pick those up and throw them where they need to be instead of leaving them outside. It can be writing a note to someone that you haven't seen in a while and seeing how they're doing. All sorts of different things that you can do to show kindness and throw it around. Just throw that around like crazy because we need more kindness out there. I have a quick song about kindness. So when we're singing this song, I'm just going to have you pat your knees like this, okay? Just like a little drum. And I'll sing it once and then we'll sing it a second time, okay? I pledge to myself on this very day to try to be kind in every way. To every person, big or small, I will help them if they fall. When I love myself and others too, that is the best that I can do. That is a pledge of kindness. That is saying that you're going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. So keep your drums going with your hands. Keep your drums going. You probably can't hear my drum, but I'm doing it too. Okay, I pledge to myself on this very day to try to be kind in every way. To every person, big or small, I will help them if they fall. When I love myself and others too, that is the best that I could do. Good job, friends. Make sure that you're doing your very, very best out there every single day, and you're trying very hard to do the right things. So now we're going to move on to our craft time. So all of your craft supplies that you needed for your project, go ahead and get those ready. Move to your table or your floor, wherever you're doing your crafts, and come along. Join us. Okay, friends. First, we talked about planets before we talked about anything else. So first, we're going to make this here. And this is, well, this one's the red planet, and this one's Earth, and this is the sun. So when we did it this way, we can twist them around, and then, so this one can go around the Earth, and now our Earth can go around the sun too, because the Earth, all of the planets go around the sun, okay, in a big circle. To do this, you need a paper plate, you need a white piece of paper. Cardstock is preferred if you have it. It's just a little bit stronger and can withstand all of the turns. If you don't have it, that's okay. You'll just have to hold it up a little bit more. Not a problem. If you have construction paper, that's fine. You're going to need some crayons to color. And then you're going to need 2 brass fasteners, paper fasteners, okay? And a pair of scissors to cut your white strips of paper out with. First, and I'm sorry, parents, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video and take the time that your child needs to do the activities. Or you can rewatch again later and finish up the video. Whatever is the most comfortable for you and your children at home. So first, I'm going to take my paper plate, and it's just white right now. And the sun is yellow. So I'm going to take my yellow crayon. Now, if you want to imagine that your sun is a different color, you can do that too. I'm going to try to make mine kind of realistic because I want to play with this one at home. And so I'm just going to take my crayon and I'm just going to start coloring all over my paper plate because my paper plate is already a circle shape. So it's already the same shape as the sun and the planets. So I'm just going to go through and start coloring the whole plate yellow. Okay? I'm going to do mine kind of quickly, friends. So if it takes you a little bit longer, you can always come back and finish coloring it when we're done with our putting it together, okay? So here is a yellow sun, okay? Remember, if you're not done coloring, you can always color again here in a little bit and you can finish coloring that. Next, you're going to need your white paper. Now, I have a little bit of a scrappy piece, but that's okay. First, we're going to take it the long way so it looks nice and tall. And I'm just going to cut one strip from my cardstock. Now remember, when you're using your scissors, friends, I know I say it every single week, but you need to have your pincher fingers and you need to have a thumbs up. Thumbs up always is good, right? You always want to get a thumbs up. So now you're going to cut with your thumb up. You're going to use your pincher fingers. These 2 fingers go in the big spot and your thumb goes in the little spot. And you always have a thumbs up so that you can open and shut. open and shut. When you cut, your hand is going to be nice and straight. Keep your wrist nice and straight. Miss Candice is going to show you the sideways view here so that you can see where my fingers are when I open and shut. Open and shut. Okay? But when we cut, we keep our hand nice and straight. Okay? So we're going to take our long side, our long piece of paper, and we're just going to cut with our open and shut with our thumbs up all the way across to make one strip of paper like this. Okay. Now I'm going to turn my paper this way so that it's on the short side. The long side is up here and the short side is right here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a strip right here with my thumbs up. So now I have a big strip and a little strip. A big strip and a little strip. Also, while I have my white paper right here and my scissors, I'm just going to cut out 2 circles. Your circles can be little circles. You can have one bigger and one littler. Doesn't matter. These are your planets. I think I'm going to make one kind of medium size and one smaller one. So here's one circle. And here's a second circle. And then I'm just going to stick my white paper over here because I might use it for something different. So I have my 2 strips of paper, one big, one small. And I have 2 circles, one kind of bigger and one smaller. Now on your planets here, you can draw whatever planets you want. Yesterday, on my one yesterday, I did Earth, so I have blue and green. And then I did Mars, which is the red planet that they called in our story, they called it the red planet. So I think I will do those same 2 today because my favorite color is blue. I really like the Earth one. So I'm just going to take my first circle, the one that I want to be the bigger one, and color it to make it into a planet. So I used some green to make the land on there. And now I'm going to take some blue to make the water. So now I have a planet Earth. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead, since I have a red planet on my one yesterday that I did for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and make this one blue too. Like Neptune, it's going to be all blue this time because blue is Miss Candice's favorite color. So I'm going to make this one all blue. If you want to imagine your own planet and make it your favorite color, you can do that too. So now I have them both colored. They're all completely colored. Now this next step is where the parents come in to help. We need to take a brass fastener and stick it right through the middle of your sun. So parents, the paper plate is a little strong for the brass fastener. So if you take a pencil or a pair of scissors or something and pre-poke your hole in the middle, then the brass fastener will go in much easier for you to move on to the next step. We're also going to take our longer piece of cardstock that we cut and poke another hole in the bottom section of it. That is also going to go with this brass fastener that you're putting through your plate. So you're going to put it through the plate, and then you're going to put it through the paper, and then you're just going to fasten it down. And then you'll see that that is how our planet is going to go around our sun. So next up, we're going to be poking some more holes, kids, so you got to be patient. Your parents are working hard. I know they are. So go ahead and poke another hole through your top cardstock up here. You're also going to poke a hole on only one end of your short piece of cardstock. And then one last hole, I promise. Whichever planet you guys want to be the closest to the sun, mine is going to be Earth. You're going to poke a hole in the middle of that one. And I'm just using a pencil to poke my holes. So now, I'm going to try to show this on the camera fairly easily, hopefully. I'm going to take the short one and put it behind my first one, and then I'm going to put Earth out on the very top. So it's going to be Earth, the long one, and then the short one. And we're going to take our brass fastener in all three. Okay. So I'm going to go through my Earth, and then I'm going to go through my longer piece of cardstock here, and then my short piece of cardstock here. And then I'm going to fasten it. So now we have this arm also that can spin around and go around. Okay. And then you're just simply, kids, going to glue your last planet on to your cardstock or paper, whichever one you used, okay? And then your first craft is complete. You can go around and you can make your planets and things spin around as you learn about the solar system. You guys can keep learning about any of the subjects that I talk about if you read some books about it or watch videos about it. You can learn more about the planets or stars or the sun or kindness if you just look around a little bit. So now your solar system, we don't have all of the planets because that would be a very long craft and a very lot of cardstock, wouldn't that be? So we just have 2 planets, but it's still fun to play with, okay? Still fun to play with and learn about and remind us too. Now, I do have one more thing that we are going to talk about today, but we're not going to do it here. This is kind of like homework, okay? So all you need for your homework is some construction paper. It can be all different colors. It can be just one color, whatever you like, okay? And this week, I want you to make a kindness chain like this. So whenever you do something kind for someone else or for our planet, if you go outside and you pick up trash, or if you help your sister up if she falls down, anything that you do that is nice and kind, I want you to keep building onto your chain like this, okay? So to do that, you just cut your paper into strips with your thumbs up like we did with our cardstock. And all you've got to do is take it through your hoop, and you can glue it or tape it or staple it, however you want to do that. And keep making your chain longer and longer and longer. I want to see how long you can get your chain. How many acts of kindness can you do? So if you pick up trash, you have one. And then that same day, I help Mom carry in the groceries. So I'm going to put another one on my chain. And it's just going to keep getting longer and longer and longer. Your homework this week is to see how long you can get your kindness chain. Let's see if you can get it as long as a table that you have supper on. Okay? See if you can get it nice and long, just as long as a table. Keep doing acts of kindness and keep track of them. Make your paper chain so we can see how kind you were this week. That's all I have for today, friends. Now, next week is Story Hour's break week, so there will be no Story Hour next week. So join us in 2 weeks at 11 on Tuesday for a new Story Hour. You guys all have a wonderful week. Bye.